Most people think earning more money will solve their financial problems, and at first it feels that way. You get a raise, a better job, a bonus, more money starts coming in. But something strange happens. A few months later, you feel just as broke as before. Not because you earned too little, but because your spending quietly grew with your income. This is called lifestyle inflation, and it is one of the biggest reasons people struggle to build wealth, even when they make good money. See how it works. Imagine you get a raise at work. You earn an extra $500 every month. At first, you are excited. You think about saving more, investing more, building a stronger future. But then small changes begin. You upgrade your phone. You start ordering food more often. You move into a more expensive apartment. You buy a nicer car. Things seems unreasonable. After all, you can afford it now. At least that's what it feels like. The problem is that every upgrade becomes your new normal very quickly. What once felt like a luxury starts feeling necessary. The new apartment is no longer exciting. It's just where you live. The expensive car is no longer special. It's just your car. The bigger paycheck disappears into a bigger lifestyle, and your financial situation barely changes. This happens to millions of people. In fact, some high earners save less money than people who earn much less. Not because they are irresponsible, but because their expenses grew as fast as their income. The more they earn, the more they spend, and the cycle never ends. Lifestyle inflation is dangerous because it feels harmless. Nobody wakes up and decides to become financially stuck. It happens one small decision at a time. A slightly nicer apartment, a slightly more expensive vacation, a slightly larger monthly payment. Each decision seems small on its own, but together, they can consume thousands of dollars every year. Now, this doesn't mean you should never enjoy your money. That's not the goal. The goal is making sure your income grows faster than your lifestyle. Because that gap, the difference between what you earn and what you spend, is where wealth is built. Let's look at two people. Both receive a raise of $500 per month. The first person increases spending by $450. The second person increases spending by $100. After 1 year, the first person saves only $600 from the raise. The second person saves $4,800. Same raise, very different outcome. And if that money is invested, the gap becomes even larger over time. This is why many wealthy people don't immediately upgrade everything when their income rises. They often keep living below their means. Not because they are cheap, but because they understand something important. Every dollar you don't spend today can work for you tomorrow. Money saved can become invested. Money invested can grow. And over time, that growth can become significant. Lifestyle inflation steals that opportunity. One of the simplest ways to avoid it is following a simple rule. Whenever your income increases, save part of the increase automatically. For example, if you get a $500 raise, decide that $250 goes directly into savings or investments. Before you have a chance to spend it, you still enjoy more money, but you also improve your future. Another useful habit is asking yourself one question before every major upgrade. Do I want this because it improves my life, or because I've gotten used to spending more? That single question can prevent many expensive mistakes. Because the truth is, most things that seem essential today would have felt like luxuries a few years ago, and many things we buy for happiness only create temporary excitement. The feeling fades, but the monthly payment often remains. The people who build wealth are not always the people with the highest incomes. Often, they are the people who control lifestyle inflation. They allow their income to rise without letting their expenses rise at the same speed. That gap grows larger every year, and eventually, that gap becomes financial freedom. Because building wealth is not only about earning more, it's also about keeping more and making that money work for you. In the next video, we'll talk about something every person should have before investing a single dollar. An emergency fund, and most people have no idea how much they actually need.